Hello friends and welcome to Zonadiscgolf. We have another new course, well not exactly a new course, but the red course in the well-known Mijas Disc Park in Fuengirola, Malaga. The red course is the perfect complement for the blue course, which is the professional level. This is the amateur level. This is a par 61, 2078 meters. And to comment it, we have a very special guest, Sanna Algren. Sanna, how are you doing?
Hello, thank you for having me. It's very nice in here.
Sanna is a top player, it's a Finnish player you're living there in Fuengirola, no? 4 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
so
what
you
I
know
do.
very well this course. You have all the records, all the female records in southern Spain.
Not all.
Okay, hole number one, par 3 with like a good hole to start, no?
Yeah, slight downhill and you can reach the basket from any direction, I think.
If you go for the classical hyzer, you will find that big tree. Is it better to start with the forehand or the big hyzer on the right of the tree?
That depends. I normally go straight or with the hyzer, so...
Okay. We see that this ground is quite... there's no grass. We are in the southern Spain. So is the roll of the disc a big factor when you land near the basket?
Yes. Not in this hole, but the other ones, yes.
Okay. Hole 2, par 4, 149 meters. This is a blind hole. I remember the first time that I arrived, I thought, hey, there must be a mistake. There cannot be a hole here.
Yeah.
How do you play with this bridge?
If I go for it, I just throw straight or with an hyzer. But you should use a spotter in the road. No matter who is throwing, so...
So you try to land maybe past this bridge and then do that downhill second shot to the basket, which is there among those olive trees. So it's a very demanding approach.
Yeah, it is. But you can only hope that it stays in there. So you have a putt.
I suppose that it's many of the putts are uphill or downhill. No, it's also very interesting from a putting perspective, this course.
Yes, very.
Very interesting. Hole number 3, par 4, 150 meters, and we are starting to climb to one of those small hills. So I guess that the wind will start making effect. We are very close to the seashore, so I suppose that the wind will be present many days, no?
Yes, mostly in this hole you have a headwind. So use some stable disc and hope that it stays in a good position.
Okay, this is the red course, I insist. This is the amateur one. For us, the amateurs, our aim is to end up, I suppose, that at the end of this flat part, and then make a second shot in the uphill and try to... Is it more dangerous, the left part or the right part, if you fail?
The left one. All the spiky bushes are over there, so... Like I said on the previous hole, spot it.
Okay, and then you try to go to this basket, which you will have here in this rock. And this is a demanding par 4, but it's an opportunity for the big arms to try to go for the birdie.
Yes, or the eagle for the big arms.
Or the eagle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been checking out the results. Well, let's see first. I think this we could call that the signature hole, no? The famous hole 4, par 3. It's one of the hardest in the statistics. It seems easy, but the basket is in a tricky point.
Yes.
Tell us why.
Yeah, if you have wind from any direction, it's very hard to put it in. It just goes down and down the other way, and yeah, you just hope. If you get a par, you'll be very delighted for that one.
And we see there Fuengirola, no? In the end, there in the seashore.
Yes.
Oh,
so pretty.
Place. Yeah. We've been checking out the statistics of the course. The par on the blue course is rated 994, and in the red course is 896. So even getting the par here for an amateur player is quite a good result. It's a demanding course.
Yes, it is.
Okay, let's go downhill. We went uphill. Everything has to go down. It seems like this is a beautiful place to put all the horsepower behind the disc, no?
Yes. You just go for it and then you see where it landed.
The basket is there. We see behind this hill and beside this tree. There's OB left, so maybe the second shot you have to be more careful, no?
There is no OB actually in this
there's
hole.
no OB. The road is not OB.
No.
Okay.
Not in normal cases. Sometimes in the tournaments they use it as OB, but that's very rare. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so here we are in hole number 5, which is the situation of the course. We have the two courses, hole number 6, another beautiful downhill shot. This is also hard. In the statistics, it's shown that it's not as easy as it seems, because it seems like you can reach the basket, but sometimes you get behind one of those bushes, and sometimes the approach is a bit obstructed. It's not that easy as it seems, no?
I think it's about the putting. The green is very high, like high hill. So if you don't get it in, it rolls down, and then you just continue doing that until you get it in. So that's the reason why they took big numbers to this one.
Yeah. What can we find if we go to Disc Golf Park Mijas? There are two courses, the blue and the red. There's also a clubhouse. What can we experience if we go to Disc Golf Park Mijas to play?
You can find discs like from the court or
a lot of lost discs, lost and found discs, a lot of them.
Yes. So if you lose one today, you can probably find it in 2 years from that shop. So
okay, and there is a shop also which is Panu is working on that, and there is a small bar also.
Yes.
And there's a terrace, and it's a pleasant place also to hang around with the friends after disc golf round.
Yes, you can buy drinks and discs and just spend time in there. Even if you don't throw, you can hang around there. So it's very nice.
You can even take a sauna.
Yes, there is sauna behind.
Yeah, it's beautiful when we see all the Finnish people, all the families going to the sauna. It's curious, yeah.
Yes, it's nice.
Okay, we have seen here the next hole number 7, I guess it was. The problem here is the creek that we pass on the first part, that it's also easy to lose a disc if you don't have a spotter.
Yeah, just watch where it goes.
Hole number 8, par 3, 75 meters. This one, it's a bit frightening. Then when you play it, it's very pleasant to play, but on the first side it seems, hey man, I don't see the basket.
Yeah, and you don't want to roll down to the left side.
So,
but if you roll there it's still easy to like recover or take a par or bogey, but don't be afraid. Just go for it.
And you should go forehand here and try to land on the fire road, or which is the right play?
Yeah, forehand is the most common play. But if you don't have it, you can also use the straight play or the hyzer even. So.
Okay. So is this a course that punishes the players that don't have a complete play, or you'd really need to have forehand and backhand, or you can survive only with backhand?
You can survive only with backhand. I don't use forehands that much, so.
Okay. Another frightening hole, 95 meters, but we are over this creek, and it seems like it's close, but sometimes there is wind, and it's not that easy to reach to the other side.
Yeah, on the creek, the wind is pushing the discs down, so you should throw a high enough throw in here. So, but if you don't want to use the tee, you can go to drop zone and start from there. So
okay, with one extra stroke, but you guarantee not to lose your disc. Okay, hole number 10, par 4, 124 meters. This is long, and there's many trees. So the basket is on the left part there. There's like an initial part here that I suppose that you should land somewhere here, close to the fire road.
Yeah, close to the hill. Yes, and I think it's very straight, not on the left side or the right side. It's just straight uphill.
Okay, and then we have the green, which is here in the edge of on the fire road. It's also easy to go long and have a problem both with the returning shot.
Yeah, I think that might be the easiest, like par 4 in this court.
Okay, hole 11, par 3, 56 meters. This is a good opportunity to make a birdie even for the amateur players.
Yes.
If you have a good forehand and you avoid hitting one of those rocks, because if you skip on those rocks, the skip can be a bit unpredictable, can go anywhere basically. But if you have a good height control, it's a good place to go for your birdie.
Yeah, and usually when I have the time, I put those small rocks on the 10-meter circle.
Great. Hole number 12, par 3, 52 meters. I think it's the shortest hole on the course, but it has some tricks.
Yeah, there is a triple mando where you can see it right now. So if you miss it, you just stay on the mat and try again.
Okay, so it's height
There is
control
a drop
again.
zone, so from there you can continue. But yeah.
So it's really important to have a perfect height control to avoid hitting the ground and to avoid going over the triple mando. So it really pays off.
And I think that this hole has less hole-in-ones in it, even though it's short, but it's very tricky.
Yeah. Hole number 3, par 3, 122 meters. Okay, let's go again to the long holes, a long par 3. This is achievable, but you have to have some arm speed.
Yeah, but it's downhill, so even I can reach it if the wind is right or something. So
Yeah. How do you avoid those trees on the right?
you can throw a hyzer above them, or yeah.
Okay, and the basket again in a tricky spot,
Yes.
so you can really roll. Hole number 14, par 3, 94 meters, and it's a bit like the hole number 8 I was, but on the other direction, we're turning left all the time, and you have to stay on that fire road. You need a good control of the distance. You can go long or short easily.
Yes, but I think this is a shorter than 94 meters. The tee used to be a little longer way, so it's not that far.
Okay,
But
that's great.
don't go down.
Yeah. If you go down, is it possible to putt from the lower tier? Can you arrive to the basket? I've seen some spectacular putts,
Yeah, of course you can.
but you really have to practice it. It's not something that you do every day.
Yes, that's the thing.
Hole 15, par 3, 95 meters, downhill, and another hole that you can really go for it.
Yes,
go for the birdie.
this is one of my favorites.
It's lovely, yeah. There's some breeze we see here, so you really have to know your disc, know the stability that you need. You go backhand on your right or forehand or straight. How do you play this?
I play straight. I've been like hitting the basket many times, but it never stays there.
There's a magnet or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I will get the hole-in-one in this one someday.
Okay, I promise.
Yeah,
Let
thank
us
you.
know. Those olive trees maybe stop some errant shots that can give you a second opportunity to even have a reasonable putt. So it's one of those holes that you really have to try.
Yeah, and if people are playing the hole 16, you should wait for them to pass you and then start playing that one.
I find this one is one of the hardest for me. Par 4, 149 meters, and this fire road is quite far away for an amateur player.
Yeah.
It's not easy to reach.
I know. It's also the hardest for me too. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, even if I play like safe hyzer and go from that way, still there is like one shot that always goes wrong.
Yeah.
I can get a birdie or 7 to this one, so
And I feel also that the wind changes. It gets funneled on that small valley, and I think that the wind on the beginning of the hole is different on the end of the hole, and it's really a tricky hole.
Yes.
And we see that this approach is also technical. You have to land on a slope without grass. You have to be really technical to get a birdie here. This is
yes. But if you have a big arm, you can just go for it and take a birdie.
Yeah.
So. Or
hole
eagle.
17, par 3, 108 and 11 meters, slightly downhill, a big landing area, and this is pure power, no?
Yes. Just a stable disc to your hand and throw a hyzer and give it a shot.
Yeah, and you land. Okay, so it's I'm liking it. We have been many times here. Do you feel that an amateur player should start on the red course and then try to think about playing the blue course? Would you recommend to start on the blue or the red for an amateur player?
Both, because blue is more technical, but with the red one you have this. You should throw far enough.
Okay,
So
it's a good warm up for
maybe you can mix it
big.
a little, play a little bit of both or something.
Yeah, we've seen that in many tournaments that they pick some holes of each.
Yes,
layout,
normally I held the PDJ League in here and I mix them both because, why not?
Okay. Okay, so Sanna, I think it's been a really pleasant flight here on the Mijas Red course. Remember that you have the red, you have the blue, you have the Mijas Toros club, no? You are part of the club. You make a lot of activities.
Yeah, and actually this year we have 49 members, almost 50, mostly Finnish, but why not?
Okay, so for all of you that remember when you go to Málaga, Fuengirola, visit the Mijas Disc Golf Park. Sanna, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Maybe we take the blue one also.
Okay.